Welcome to Musing with Tanya D. This is once again, it's me, Tanya D. And in this podcast, we're continuing the nature series, but I want to do a re-loop or a regroup and go into wood. I just realized I really didn't do a meditation for the element of wood in the spring, so we're going to do a back loop. So this one's going to get a little long. So you have to realize in the energy of wood, it's the power of cultivation, and it's the elemental force of wood where we have thunder and we have the wind in feng shui or Chinese tradition. And the element is actually, our intelligence. So once we conceive ideas with water, which I'll get into at the end of the year, then we can develop them into our theories, our plans, and the strategies, which are actually within the wood element. And wood is where everything that grows, it can be cultivated. And it carries the power of the mind in the thinking mind and the power of intelligence and clarity. And in our body, it's our nervous system. Even though we lose neurons every day, even though we're aging, and even though we stop growing, our nervous system actually continues to grow connections. So old remaining neurons, they continue growing new dendrites and making new synapses in our body. Like these are firing charges, right? So part of the reason that old master potters or dancers or martial arts musicians are always the best at what they do. And it's because they've been doing it longer than anyone else. So if we compare masters with their students or older and more experienced artists with younger, less experienced ones, we find that anything involving real art, refinement, dexterity, can all be carried out with the ease of a master rather than with the effort of a student. So wood can only grow and grow. If you think about a tree, they're always growing, they're always expanding, and they're always descending. And it's like our ability to think and to analyze and to clarify. It's the very reason why perfection itself doesn't exist in this universe. Because everything can be and does get perfected, and everything can evolve and grow without end in mind. So wood is our abundance, it's our generosity, it's the symbol for wood is the tree, right? So in order to reproduce, the tree needs only one seed. And look at all the seeds of one tree, all the blossoms and the fruit. Look at how a tree provides shelter for birds and food, butterflies, and other animals. And it even provides protective and cooling shades, where a tree in itself is its entire ecosystem. So my Balance of Being course kind of incorporates the idea of the tree to bring balance to the energy body. For those of you who haven't listen to that podcast or how to transform naturally, but it's a great mini course to get you going. And when you think about wood, it actually represents the complete warming up phase from the extreme yin cold to extreme yang hot, which is from fire or from water to fire. And it's everything that grows, it expands, it enriches, it warms, and it multiplies. It's the full phase of growth from the seed, which is water, to the blossom, which is fire, from roots to sprouts, to the stem, to the branches, and the leaves. Those are all encapsulating the wood or the spring element. It's generosity itself, the spirit of youth, reproduction, and your sexual drive. And it's manifested in the eastern direction of the rising sun and, again, the season of the spring. And in the body, it's first and foremost is actually our nervous system. It's the only system that can't stop working and growing without sustaining permanent damage. So compared to other systems in our body, if our nervous system stops growing, we lose it. And on the other hand, repetitive and constant activity is the worst thing for our nervous system. So if we feel nervously tired because of working too long on a project, the best way to rest is not to lie down and do nothing, because if we do this, our mind will start obsessing about the project, and because its fuel supply has been cut off, it will be unable to further evolve and conceive new ideas. So, the best way to rest our nervous system is actually to ease into relaxation by changing our activities. So you can play, listen to music, read a book, play a game, even daydream. Do anything that will keep your mind busy with something else, and the mind will rest more efficiently if we try to stop thinking altogether. So what is the power of thinking? It's the observation, the research, the vigilance, and clarifying. What is the power of intelligence? It's problem solving, it's planning, it's strategizing, analyzing, and composing. And the power resides in the liver, our yin wood organ, and it's circulated by the gallbladder, our yang wood organ. Wood actually affects the health of our liver, especially in its ability to deal with toxicity, as well as our nerves, our sex drive, and our ability to think clearly, along with our eyesight. So energetically, when I'm doing energy treatments, I look at your body as a whole and see how it speaks to me within this elemental region. But when the energy of wood is healthy and abundant, you'll have clarity of mind, you'll have a high power of focus, and the mental strength fed by creativity, which is water, actually feeds the wood, and it allows us to cover the entire full spectrum of possibilities, of theories, of strategies, and our capacity for problem solving becomes acute and precise. And when our wood chi is unhealthy or deficient, we lose perspective and we can become confused. And we often become victim of delusional with mental and focus turning into like an obsession. And this can lead to impulsiveness, aggressiveness, and sometimes fits of anger. So, wood feeds fire, it controls the earth, and it is controlled by metal. So in wood, we find our mental self, where the mental aspects are the thinking, the intelligence, the rationality, the focused attention, again, our strategy, planning, and our management. So positive emotional qualities and feelings of the spring and the wood season are clear-mindedness, it's generous, it's kind, tempered, intelligent, cool-headed, pleasant, humble, discreet, relaxed, progressive, constructive, cooperative, conciliatory, and open-minded. A negative emotional quality and feelings would be somebody who's vindictive or obscure, aggressive, stingy, violent, strategic, hot-headed, explosive, tight, obsessed, obstinate, formalistic, dogmatic, arrogant, utopian, competitive, antagonistic, narrow-minded, and somebody whose voice, when they actually speak, they shout. That's actually an energetic imbalance between the liver and the gallbladder. It's interesting. The symptoms of wood are intoxication, addictions, allergies, bad digestion, bad breath coming from bad digestion, pimples on the skin, a yellowish or greenish hue actually to the skin too, and also hyperpigmentation when the skin speaks. It can be excessive oiliness, blackheads, and hyperpigmentation. There's a weakness or an excessiveness in the energy of the organs. And a power animal is the mythical dragon, and it holds the wood power. And the dragon in Eastern tradition is much different than the scary Western dragon, by the way. The Western dragon plunders and hoards riches in a deep mountain cave. It's reminiscent of our fascination with monsters and dinosaurs, which are more representative of the dark side of our psyche. Or the Asian dragon, it's a happy dragon. It brings good luck. It actually brings prosperity. That's why during the Chinese New Year celebrations, it's common to see the dragon winding its way through the streets of Chinatown. And you'll see its face displayed on the masks in a lot of businesses, where the dragon is a mythical animal with the body of a sensuous fish, and the head of the intelligent and disciplined horse, the whiskers of the great-hearted lion, and the claws of a forceful eagle, and the tail of a luscious snake. The dragon does indeed carry all the attributes and the qualities of these different animals. And then the arts associated with spring in the wood are poetry and writing and martial arts, tai chi, qigong, athletics, and any sport in general, because wood also works with the muscles and the tendons. People who have a high vibration of wood, they work in relations to management, politics, lobbying, critiquing, military, law enforcement, and even the judicial system. And the language of the element is actually pictures and images. So now we're going to get on to this wood meditation. So get prepared. This is going to be another long podcast. So this is a meditation for the element of wood. So I want you to sit or stand comfortably. I want you to bring your mind to your center and close your eyes and be aware of the space between your eyebrows, and relax that space right between your eyebrows. Relax your entire forehead and let a smile come to your face. Relax your eyes, your lips, and your jaw. Slightly raise the corner of your mouth and picture a smile right in the middle of your eyebrow. It can be a familiar smile of someone you love, or a smile you've seen recently, an authentic smile, a young child or baby smile, very genuine, very clear, very distinct. Picture there also in the center of your brow a very bright green light, very bright, very green, like the sun shining on a tropical rainforest right after the rain. It's very vibrant. It's very green. It's very lush. Now, you can see a bright green light on your mid-eyebrow with a big smile on it. From the center of your eyebrows, spread the bright green light and the smile to your eyes and draw them in. Feel the greenness. Feel the lushness, filling up your eyes with a green light that is both calming and invigorating, like the luminous green of a wheat field in the spring. A smile all the way back to your optic nerves. Feel the bright green light and the big smile spreading from your eyes to your optic nerves and filling up your brain. Feel your brain relaxing. Feel the soothing green light shining inside your whole brain. Then down your spinal cord to all the nerves in your body. All the way to the surface of your skin, to each nerve plexus and to all of your organs. Feel all your nerves relaxing and turning bright green and smiling. Look inward at your liver and your gallbladder and smile at them. Keep smiling until they smile back at you. Smiling is contagious. Give a sincere and authentic smile to your liver, and it will smile back at you. Flash the bright green light throughout the whole volume of your liver and your gallbladder. If you find any dark spots there, keep flashing the bright green light on them. Be aware of the power of wood, the power of cultivation, the power of understanding, the power of thoughts and clarity of the mind, the power to always understand better and more clearly. It's a very generous power, the power to grow enough so that you can give and share. It's the power of kindness and generosity. Feel it in your eyes, in your brain, your spinal cord, and all your nerves. Feel it in your liver. Feel it in your gallbladder. In front of you, you're going to picture your ideal representation of the element of wood in the spring. It could be your favorite tree, an archetype of trees, an entire forest like the redwood, or it could be your favorite plant. Picture it very healthy, very lush, with thick foliage and blossoms and fruit. Be aware of the greenness, the brightness of the foliage. Draw in its power inside your own energetic system of wood, inside your eyes, throughout all your nerves, bathing your brain in it. Feel your entire liver filling up with that power, that essence. Feel your wood power regenerating. Feel your nervous system cleaned up, your thinking calm and clear. Keep the work of this meditation deep within you. And again, slowly take those breathing breaths and slowly open your eyes. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for letting me muse. And thanks for letting Didymus give us a little conversation in the background. Please like, please engage, and please share my podcasts. And radiate your entire energetic being today. I will be back for another podcast. Thanks for enjoying my nature series. Have a beautiful day.